Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I am finally swatching the Nightmare for Christmas palette from ColourPop. I've had this for a while. Oh god. And I fully planned on swatching it well before today because it's like the 3rd of December and I've had this since well before Thanksgiving. But then I just kept getting busy. And then when I would have time, I would be like, oh, I should film that. And then I would sit down for a minute, or, you know, my kid would be like, let's watch a movie, or you know what I mean? Like, so other stuff kept coming up. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. My kids are at school today. I have time. I'm going to film this video. I haven't even touched this yet. This is what the inside looks like for anyone who hasn't seen it. Like, I do have a haul where I hauled it, and then I, you know, so, but it is so pretty. I haven't swatched it yet, like I said. It's super pretty. I do think some of the colors don't really fit the theme, but, you know, it's whatever. And some of the colors I think fit the theme, but need different names. But again, that's just my personal opinion. The mirror, it does have a mirror. I know ColourPop doesn't do too many mirrors, but I love the detail, and like I love the design. And then this, and it did have an outer carton that basically looked just like the palette as well. First thing I'm gonna do is peel the thingy off the mirror. The mirror is really nice. All right, so for those of you who have never seen a swatch video from me, I'm going to do line by line. I'll do the whole row, show it off, pause the video, take it off, and then show you guys again so you can see if any colors stain, if they don't want to come off. You know, I have a feeling this one and maybe these two, and maybe the black. This one right here might be a little hard to get off. But for the most part, I think it should be fine. All right. So. And then I'll also talk about, like, you know, which ones I like the best, which ones I was like, All right, so let's get started. Okay, this first one, just feel alone, is gorgeous. ColourPop shadows, I really like, for the most part. I have noticed that I seem to like their shimmers more than their mattes usually, especially the darker colored mattes, or brighter ones. I don't know, I'll explain it better later, I guess. So far, so good. They all feel really nice. Like, even like all the mattes and stuff, they always feel so really good. So here is row 1. Row 1, I feel really fits the theme. This shimmer right here is called Zero, which I think is a great name for that one. It really suits it because Zero, if you guys don't know, is the ghost dog. This one right here is called Meant to Be. I think it could have had a better name. I mean, I get the reference to the movie. It's like in the song that they sing at the end, Jack and Sally. But it, I mean, This brown color is called Dear Friend, which again has to do with the song they sing at the end. And this kind of darker gray is called In My Bones. And I think that's a reference to the song Jack sings in the beginning, I think. And they're all very nice. They were nice and smooth and buttery, and I think these ones are really, really good. All right, so I'm gonna pause, I'll take this off, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Here is my hand. Right here, right here and right here, you can still kind of see the brown in one of the grays. So you can still kind of see it, but it's not too bad. So now we're gonna go on with this middle row. That's a really pretty color. All right, so I just did this middle row, which is all shimmers, and it looks like this. It's super pretty, super pretty. So let's get started. This really pretty kind of champagne-y color is called Pumpkin Patch. Of course, that's a reference to, you know, Halloweentown. They have a big giant pumpkin patch. It's a really pretty color, but pumpkin patch, kind of like the name seems weird because when you think pumpkin, you would think like orange, or maybe even like they could have did like an orangey gold. I don't know. I do like that color though. That color is beautiful, and like I said, I like their shimmers more than I like their mattes. But overall, their formula is really, really great, especially for being so affordable. This palette is $22. And I do know, I don't know if it's still going on, but I do know that for like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, for the last like week or so, they've been having a like 50% off the collab, all the collabs. So this palette is only $11 right now. Or like I said, it may be over, but they were doing it. So I don't know if it still is only $11. And I told my husband, I was like, oh, of course, they went on sale right after I bought them, but whatever. This pink right here is called Christmas Town. I think the pink is weird for the palette. It's super pretty though, and it does match the Jelly Much shadow that they made for Shock in the Lock, Shock, and Barrel Trio of Terror Jelly Much shadow thing. I do have swatches of those too in a previous video if you guys are wondering about those. So I mean, I don't get the pop of color, but it does match. And I don't think I would have called this pink Christmas Town, but that's just me. This one might be my favorite shadow in the whole palette. This one is called Frog's Breath, which references some seasoning that Sally puts in the doctor's soup so she, you know, to hide the nightshade so she can escape. And it's one of those duochrome, like red to green. It's not showing up very well on camera, but it is really pretty. So I love those kind of shades. They're always my favorite. And then the purple, this one right here is called Dr. Finkelstein. And that's the doctor that made Sally. The purple, I think, was a weird choice for him, but I do like it. I feel the purple is super pretty. It has a little bit of a shift to it too, I think. Kind of blue. I did think it was going to be slightly darker, just based on the pan. But I still think it's a really nice color. So, alright, I will take this off and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Here is my hand. You can still kind of see a little bit of pink and a little bit of purple, but not terrible, not terrible. So that's cool. So now we're going to do this last row, and this one is 3 mattes and 1 shimmer. Yeah, the setup of this palette's really neat. It's like 1 matte, 3 shimmers, 4 shimmers, then 3 mattes, 1 shimmer. So there's 6 mattes and Oh, there's 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. Okay, cool. For anyone wondering. I am thinking that this one might stain, but we'll just have to see. Oh, really quickly though, I want to show, you know what, I'm going to actually flip it the right way so it's not upside down. I want to show the imprint of that with the scary teddy. I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what I always called it. That was my favorite, one of the scary toys that Jack made to deliver to the children. That was always my favorite one. And I wanted one so bad when I was little. And of course, you know, then they didn't really have much in the way of like merchandise for that. I could probably actually find one now. But like I always wanted one. I always thought they were so cool. Anyway, let's get the swatching. Okay. Here is row 3. All right. So beautiful. Okay, this is What's This? For one, it's a little bit more orangey than I thought it was going to be. For some reason, I thought it was going to be more red. When I first opened the palette and like saw the colors, I did think that What's This, which is a reference to the song that Jack sings when he goes into Christmastown. I thought that was a weird name choice for this one, especially because it looked like it was going to be like bright red. I thought they would name that one either Christmastown or Santa Claus, or Sandy Claus, but they didn't. This one is Sandy Claus, which I think is weird because it's pink. I thought it would be red, like they should have switched the names, like maybe of these two. This one is Everybody Scream, which is a reference to, this is Halloween. And then this one is Halloweentown. Holy crap, it's so freaking pretty. Oh, yeah, there we go. You can really see the sparkle. It's a matte black with the glitter in it. Oh, it's so pretty. I hope it looks like that on the eye, because that is so pretty. And what I like is that the glitters are colorful. It's not like a black matte with like silver sparkle or gold sparkle, which is what you see a lot. This has like blue and green and pink. It's got like all of them, and it's really pretty. God, that's my favorite. That one, Halloweentown, and Frog's Breath are my 2 favorite eyeshadows out of this whole palette, I think. Yeah, those 2 are my favorite. God, it's pretty. If this translates like this on the eye, stunning. I don't love the 3 mattes in this row, but I knew when I bought the palette that I probably wasn't going to. Everybody Scream is nice. You know, I don't really use those types of colors very much, and like I said, these types of colors, I don't love them for ColourPop. These ones are not, because I've had other ones in the past where, like, you know, the colors like this are kind of patchy, but this, I mean, this one's not. I will give it that. What's This, which like I said is this orangey red right here. You can't see it on camera, but it actually has a little bit of sparkle in it. It's a matte with a little bit of sparkle. So that's not so bad. Or well, so that's cool. Like, you know, it's something you may not notice at first. That pink is pretty. I think it should have a better name, but I love that one, and I love Frog's Breath so much. I'll use this palette. I just may not use those 3 colors so much, or ever. But whatever. I mean, it was not that much money, so, and I honestly, if I'm being completely and totally honest with myself, I justified it. I justified this purchase because I knew I'd use the shimmers and the neutral colors in here, and then maybe Halloweentown. But if I'm being honest, I bought it because it was cheap, and I like Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies, and I collect Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, so I really kind of just wanted it for the packaging, because even if, like, let's say I use this palette all the time, every day for a year, and I use up all the shadows in this palette, like, and I used up all of it, like hit pan, used up all the shadows that I would use, I would still keep the palette because I like the packaging, and that's what I do. I like to do stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna pause, take this off, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and here's my hand, and here are my fingers. As you can tell, this whole row stained a little bit. Definitely gonna need some makeup remover to get that off. Because I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but when I am doing these swatches, when I take them off, I'm just wiping them with a slightly damp paper towel. Like, it's not, like, I do dry, and then I, like, do just a little bit of water. So I just want to see how easy they are to remove without, like, a lot of effort. Like, so I am going to have to, like, get some, I almost said nail polish remover. That would probably take it off, but don't do that. I'll have to do some makeup remover to actually get it off of my hand and fingers. But, I mean, it's not a deal breaker or anything for me. So yeah, again, this is the inside of the palette. Best favorite colors right now are Frog's Breath and Halloweentown. They are stunning and awesome, and I hope Halloweentown translates as beautiful on the lid. Oh, like, look at that in the pan. I hope it translates just as beautifully as it did in the swatch. The whole first row is a winner. Pretty much the whole second row is a winner too. I don't know how much I would use that pink shade or that purple shade, but they're still very, very pretty. The bottom row, I mean, they were all really good. Like, all the rows were winners in, like, none of them seemed really patchy or anything. I just don't know how much I would use these three mattes right here, if at all. But, I mean, whatever. So, if you like this palette, I do suggest picking it up if it is still in stock, and if it is still on sale, it's only $11. If it's not on sale anymore, it's $22. But it is just beautiful. I really, really like it. The packaging is great. All the shadows were really nice. Out of this collection, I got this palette, the Trio of Terror Jelly Much 3 little set. You can buy them separately, but I bought the little set. And then I got 2 of the lipsticks. I technically only bought 1 of the lipsticks. I bought Oogie Boogie. But when they sent me my order initially, they sent me the Jack Skellington lipstick on accident. So I emailed them about it, and I was like, you know, I bought Oogie Boogie, you know, and so they just sent me the Oogie Boogie lipstick as well. So great customer service on that. But I do have swatches of the 2 lipsticks and the Jelly Much shadows in another video. They're super gorgeous. I would recommend this whole collection. I just didn't buy it all because I knew I wouldn't use all of the pieces, so. But super gorgeous, really great quality. And like I said, I love that ColourPop is so affordable and is pretty, you know, it is still a really good brand. And their quality is really good. Again, especially their shimmers. Their shimmers are amazing. And the Jelly Much shadows, when I swatched them, I had never used them before. They were really nice. And I didn't know this. They feel really wet because they're like a jelly. But I didn't know this when I swatched them in my other video, but they actually do dry. So it's not like one of those like eye glosses that stay wet and like lip glossy. And I hate those because they're sticky. But these actually dry, so I love that. Alright, so that was my video. I hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!